Yo, what is up guys, it's the Goblin. I'm back here again today with another Call of Duty Black Ops 3 video. In today's video, we're going to be talking a bit about the supply drop system and these hidden overpowered weapons in Black Ops 3. And I want to talk about a bit about pay to win and supply drops in Call of Duty and the guns that you get from them. So hopefully you guys will enjoy this video. And once again, it is going to be a longer video because this gameplay here is insane. I'm using these pistols only and I get 99 to 14. I was pretty much crying after I failed the 100 plus. I got like two or three hit markers going for that 100th kill, which really sucked because I would love to get 100 kills with these things, but you know, 99, it's only one off of 100 kills, and we're gonna get right into that subject today. So if you guys could be sure to subscribe if you guys are new to the channel, or drop a like on this thing. You know, drop a rating when you guys are done watching, a like or a dislike, whatever you guys think the video deserves, and let's get right into it. So basically, I think these are the most hidden overpowered guns in Black Ops 3. You know, in Black Ops 3, there's a lot of opinions about the supply drop guns, but the general opinion is that none of them are really that overpowered, that none of the supply drop weapons are, you know, the supply drop weapons are just average, and that is what keeps it away from pay to win. But these Marshall 16s, I currently just got them akimbo. I'm going for Dark Matter with them when I was playing last night on the Nuketown playlist, and as you guys can see, putting these things akimbo makes them, in my opinion, by far the best secondary in Call of Duty Black Ops 3. And by doing that, I think it makes the game a little bit of pay to win, for the simple fact that if these are the best secondary in the game, they definitely outclass any other secondary pistols. Now, the reason why these are so strong is in a game that doesn't have shotguns as secondaries. You know, back in the day, we used to have MW2, MW3, stuff like that. We had, I think it was only MW2. We have shotguns as secondaries. Now, in the days of Call of Duty Black Ops 3, what we have is just pistol secondaries, shotguns are primaries. However, these are so hidden overpowered because when you put it as a primary, it's sort of just like that pistol, the RW1 from Advanced Warfare. But when you put these things secondary form, it becomes one of the most overpowered things in the game, and it becomes basically like you have a double-barreled shotgun. These things, look at that, you only takes one of them to kill. So you have basically you have two bullets in each side of the weapon. However, you only can fire two bullets at once. So what you have to do is you basically pull one trigger and you pull the other one, but it usually only takes one to kill, except at a long range. So a lot of times people will make the mistake of using these things and hip firing them, boom, both at once. However, I found from my experience last night, if you just shoot one at a time and then shoot the other one, if you get a hit marker or if you miss or something like that, these things become by far, in my opinion, by far the best secondary gun in the game. Now, this is where the topic becomes interesting, because I know a lot of people don't have these this gun in Black Ops 3 because it is a supply drop weapon. I know a lot of you guys watching this, probably 70% of you guys watching this video, maybe even more than that, do not have this weapon. Now, if you're looking for something similar like this, you can do pretty much any pistol akimbo is going to be your best option for a secondary weapon. Like, that's going to be your best secondary. It only takes one, you know, two slots, one for the akimbo attachment and one for the secondary. So that's going to be your best secondary. If you don't have these pistols, you can swap out for any of the other pistols. Akimbos are still going to be strong, but in my opinion, this one is the best one if you do have it, and that's where this pay to win aspect comes into Black Ops 3. So I want to talk about supply drops and stuff like that, because I haven't talked about it in a while. And obviously, in my opinion, the supply drops, I think it is kind of wrong to have the weapons in the game, but it only really becomes a real issue when those weapons are really the best ones in the game. Now, in my opinion, the MX Garand is not near the best assault rifle. The sniper is pretty strong. The Shadow Claw crossbow is pretty irrelevant. It's not near any of the good weapons, and from what I've heard about the HG40, it is about a, you know, an average or below average SMG. So that's not really a problem, you know, because even if, say I spend $500 on supply drops, I get the HG40, and you spend nothing, you still have the VMP available to you, and you're still going to whoop my ass with the VMP. And that's where I don't think it's pay to win necessarily. However, with this pistol, because these are the best in the class, as you guys can obviously see, name another pistol that I can get almost 100 kills with on Nuketown. That's going to be a very hard challenge, and this one was not even played perfectly by me. This gameplay was not even played perfectly by me. I think that's where the pay to win aspect comes in, and that's what Advanced Warfare really had, and that's why I think BO3 isn't really too much of pay to win so far, because I'd say these are the only ones that are, the Marshall 16 is the most pay to win gun in my opinion, but the other ones can really be outclassed. You know, the MX Garand is better, the Shiva outclasses it, most people would agree on that. The sniper rifle gets outclassed by the Locust, as well as, you know, obviously the HG40. Akuda is going to be better than the HG40 in pretty much every situation, and I think that's that's the right way to do it. Now, obviously, the Marshall 16s is already in the game. Nothing's going to change about that. These are probably the ones that you want to pull from supply drops when you're opening commons and stuff like that. But this is the issue. In Advanced Warfare, the supply drop weapons really did turn into pay to win for the simple fact that they had the variants, right? Now, if someone has a normal speakeasy and I spend $500 on supply drops and I get these, or someone has a normal ASM1, I spend $500, I get the speakeasy, I'm at an instant advantage. Now, you guys see the difference between Black Ops 3 and between Advanced Warfare, and that's where we're still on the line. As of right now, we don't have weapon variants into Black Ops 3. The weapons that they've given us so far are really not the best, and that's for good reason and for bad reason. It's bad because if you do pull these weapons, they're not the best. It's good because if you don't pull these weapons, you're not facing against people with unstoppable pay-to-win weapons, and that's where I'm very curious to see what Black Ops 3 does in the future. In my opinion, judging by, usually we get a new batch of weapons every 6 weeks. Probably next week, next Tuesday, or the next Tuesday after that, we're going to be getting some new weapons. And it's going to be interesting to see as this game progresses. We are now, I think, about halfway through the Black Ops 3 life cycle. When do they start to go crazy? This was about at the time, about around summertime, actually, was when Advanced Warfare went crazy. When Advanced Warfare started putting in the Sten, they started putting in the MP40, and they started putting in weapons that were better than their normal weapons. That's when Advanced Warfare really turned into a complete pay-to-win game. And even before that, it was pay to win because of the weapon variants and stuff like that. It's going to be interesting to see what Black Ops 3 does. If the new specialist is overpowered, I think what they're trying to do here is they know that people are upset with the supply drop system, but instead of changing it, what they're doing is just keeping it toned down. So I think if they do come out with this new 10th specialist in supply drops, what their defense is going to be is that the new 10th specialist is not going to be that powerful, and for that reason, you're going to be better just using a combat focus or something like that, which is okay because it doesn't make it completely pay to win, but at the same time, it doesn't really matter. You're still going to feel left out, you know what I mean? If you're a level 1000, say you play the game completely all the time, and someone else has a specialist that you're lacking just because they spent more money than you, you're going to feel left out even if that specialist is not as powerful. And as you guys can see from this gameplay, holy crap, these weapons are, like, a lot of people don't know about this, but any pistol like this is going to be hiddenly overpowered, and especially these Marshall 16. So I think that the best solution for these supply drops is leave the weapons that you have in now, leave everything like that, but for the next batch, what you want to come out with is some of these weapon skins, man. I don't know why they don't come out with weapon skins. I think even if they're dropping, even if they want to continue dropping these melee weapons and real weapons every 6 weeks, if they dropped in, a weapon skin every 2 weeks, it will probably get them a bunch more sales on these supply drops, and weapon skins will be something that doesn't affect the game at all. Now, if some of you guys are unfamiliar with what it is, a weapon skin is basically like, if you have the CUDA, then I unlock the MP5 weapon skin. It's basically, when I put that on, my CUDA is going to look like a traditional, maybe a Call of Duty 4 MP5 or a Modern Warfare 2 MP5K. It's going to look different in the game to me and to the other people. However, it's going to have the exact same stats as the CUDA, which basically deletes all pay to win things. It deletes everyone who's going to be mad at that, because you can't really be mad when it's just a weapon skin, similar to the melee weapons. When the first batch dropped with just the butterfly knife, the brass knuckles, and the wrench, the wrench it was, no one was really upset because they said, whatever, I don't really care. Those are just cosmetic items. It's not like I'm going to try to run around and knife, and those weapons were something that was cool to people that wanted to spend the money, but not a big deal to those who didn't. And I think that these weapon skins, turning the KN-44 into the AK-47, the MP5, the CUDA, the P90 with the Weevil, these are something that would be insanely cool. And as anyone who's a fan of old Call of Duty games, I would spend money on these weapon skins. I personally would. I would love to see my Weevil looking like a P90. As just a fan of Call of Duty overall, I think that would bring back so many new memories, and that would be so many cool videos I could make for you guys. P90 videos, P90 Dark Matter, just different stuff like that. It really wouldn't be too much work on Activision and Treyarch's end to design that. They'd have to design it with the camos and everything like that. But I think weapon skins is definitely whether or not it will be, it should be the future of these Call of Duty games, because as of right now, we have one gun, in my opinion, that is pay to win, which is these Marshall 16s. It is pretty powerful solo, but when you put it akimbo, it becomes an absolute monster. But that's just my opinion on this video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this gameplay. It is pretty powerful. Some good stuff, 99 kills. Obviously, I failed the 100 plus, but if you guys could, I'll drop a like on this video. I'd really appreciate it if you guys could drop that, and if you guys can, leave a comment down in the comment section down below. Comment Semtex if you made it to the end of the video. I would really appreciate everyone commenting that, because then it makes lets me know who actually watched to the end. And like I said earlier, leave me a like or a dislike, some sort of rating, whatever you guys think the video deserved. Obviously, if you made it to 10 minutes and 10 seconds into the video, I think it obviously deserves a like rating, but that's just my opinion. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you guys for, you know, enjoying the channel and all that good stuff. You guys are honestly the best subscribers on YouTube. You know, every YouTuber says that, but every YouTuber truly means it. They love their subscribers. And thank you guys for watching. Subscribe for a cookie, and don't looky, and I'm out. Peace. Have a great night, guys.